been on this part of the racetrack before. Haberfeld put him way over next to the fence, and Jourdain doesn't know how close he came.
Next corner.
Yellows are out.
Vasser's onboard camera at the start. From 16th.
Being very conservative to start. Whoa!
Mario Dominguez to the right, or is that Roberto Moreno over there?
Looks like Patrick Carpentier locked him up. Traffic jam.
Up on the rev limit, went to break. He suffered a spin, trying so hard to make up for a late pit stop.
Trying to make something happen. Gets up on top of the curbs. Half spin there down at the hairpin in the back.
And just, you know, trying to pass car was almost impossible. But I knew I had to, because if not, we're going to get lapped and the day was over. So I took a chance, and passing one car, I touched, I think it was the front wheel. And
fast, unfortunately. Whoa!
Coming into 5. I wonder who was right behind him. Tagliani.
This ought to be interesting. Here comes Dominguez down the right side, and Welcome back to Monterrey. This is action from moments ago as second place Michel Jourdain Jr. went down the inside. I couldn't catch who that was. Looked like one of the Dale Coyne cars.
Actually looked like Alex Yoong. Now both these guys get caught up a little bit with Alex Yoong. And meanwhile, you don't see it, but Patrick's got a big head of steam straight up the inside.
Wow. Not so flu-ridden that he's not opportunistic. Here's what happened.
Clouded. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got dumped.
Is that Moreno?
Either Moreno or his teammate.
Oh, it's Darren Manning.
Darren Manning.
Now, wait a minute, but we saw somebody backwards on the racing surface as well. A third car. Yes, he'll have now, actually. On board with Patrick Lemaire. Signs into the Laguna car from PK Racing.
Drawn up the outside of his teammate.
Round the fountain. Okay, the next big right-hander coming up. There's Lavin.
On the learning curve, growing every race. So there will be many good races for us to come.
All right, mate. A rubber build-up there on the lee side of the racetrack. They see fire at the back of the car. No sign of oil, though, on the camera lens.
It's hard to say if that's a turbo or if that's an engine. It could
that last stop, so he will have to make one more stop. He will fall from contention.
Ran out of gas.
We want to take you on board Darren Manning and watch this.
Focus, watch the car in front of Manning. Watch this big wiggle from Adrian Fernandez and the evasive action by Darren Manning.
Oh, gee.
Cost him a spot, but it could have cost him a lot more than that.
Tracy and Bruno Junqueira go to the 55 lap mark. You're right, Tommy, that is a wild ride. We're half a lap from the green flag. Ooh, traffic. The field bunched up as the safety car pulled away, and Manning was caught out. That was 2 laps ago. This was 1 lap ago. Jourdain appealing to the officials. Here's a replay out the back.
It says it's your world. Paul Tracy's world is on fire. If you're gonna go out big.
One of the remarkable Brands Hatch. Here's another look at what happened between Adrian Fernandez and Ryan Hunter-Reay. Fernandez knocks the rookie wide. Fernandez had to limp around. Watch for Hunter-Reay, though, as he gets down into Graham Hill Bend.
The wing cut his right rear tire. The tire went down, and he went off-road.
This is through 1. It's Bourdais on the
On the lead right now. Oh, I'm sorry, that was him on the right. He sees the grass coming up.
Yeah, that's what Bourdais got down underneath and then saw that piece of road ended. He took that opportunity to jump around Servia.
Watch the car, 2 cars ahead.
I'm on my way.
I think the state troopers call that jumping. On board with Paul Tracy on the restart.
Telling to get up.
Go, yeah. That's
you know what? This
Salles.
is such a pain by some of these drivers. They don't keep this thing bunched up. You drag it back like this. It's crazy.
Not quite sure what Paul is struggling with, but and he is off big time in the dirt exit of turn 6, and Bruno gets around.
I was about to say, let's go on board with Jourdain.
Jourdain solidly alongside. Oh, see, I was wondering, that tells the tale right there. I didn't know if Michel had left room and Paul slid into him.
Michel Jourdain. Now on board Michel's car.
The reason he revs the engine like that, not in the grass, it already started based on where he decided to brake. Hear the engine stop when the rear wheels lock. At that point, again, once he decided to brake that late, the wreck was on.
From on board Max Papis's car.
He's coming up the outside of Hunter-Reay, but look further up.
Looks like it was basically Vasser and Fernandez tangling.
This is on board with Darren Manning. Fernandez was going around the outside. Darren gave a shot to Jimmy, knocked him into Adrian. That's extremely bumpy. This is coming down into turn 9. Gets the rears locked up under braking. When you have the rear wheels locked, it's like having the e-brake on in a right side wall. He was out way wide, and he shot back across to the right, not knowing that Bruno was coming. So he runs wide. Once he turns it, he aims for the right wall here and pinches Bruno.
And the result is on board with Bourdais. Moreno up ahead.
A little slow getting off the start.
I think he actually clipped the end of the pit wall with his right front.
Sebastian was making the move up the inside. Racing incidents.
This is Dominguez on board. That's Monteiro up ahead. Monteiro and Servia wheel to wheel.
Oh, there you go. We didn't see it, but that's exactly what happened. Actually, he got together with
3 laps extra to go.
On board with Tagliani in replay. There's Monteiro going down the inside. Monteiro on hot tires, Tagliani on cold ones.
He almost got upside down.
When you hook the tires, it doesn't matter what the tire.
And Pat kind of gave him a little bit of a juke, saying, hey, what are you doing? You should stay behind me.
There's Bruno Junqueira. Bourdais hitting that piece of debris. Bodywork on the racetrack. Looks like Max Papis might have gotten into it ahead of him.
We're going to get a good shot up ahead. The orange car right above. That's Servia. You'll see a little chain reaction accordion effect up when they head up here into 6.
Alex Tagliani in the blue car just ahead. One of the Jourdain's cars, I believe that's Mario Dominguez, might have moved him off. Onboard camera. Watch the right side of your screen. Servia never got within view of the camera. Villeneuve. Board with Mario Dominguez. We're looking for possible contact with Darren Manning, and boy, I guess.
Put a big old donut on that.
Here is Dominguez going up. No, this is Dominguez on board.
Okay, it wasn't on. I had it backwards.
Fernandez first, then again from Papis's car. That's Hunter-Reay behind. Haberfeld to the right. Here comes Monteiro. Pow. Here's a replay of the move. Alex Tagliani threw on fellow Canadian Paul Tracy not long ago. Look at that reaction.
That is a save.
Aims it right for the... Checking what happened to him just a few moments ago. We expect an off and on. Same place Tagliani did. That may have been a case of on board with Jimmy Vasser.
Jimmy ran over a bunch of garbage as well.
Now on board with Dominguez. This should be the view.
Lavin will come up the inside. Bang! Wow.
He's losing. On board with Dominguez.
That last downshift got the rears locked up.
Now from Michel Jourdain's visor cam as Dominguez gets it straightened up, more or less. So what happened? On board with Servia over the bump. Let's get a look from following Servia. Ooh, Paul nearly got caught up. Championship, not only the overall, but the rookie battle. If Sebastian Bourdais can't get going again, Darren Manning remains alive in the race for the Jim Truman Rookie of the Year honors. There it is from Paul Tracy's perspective.
Trying to get down to, oh, here it is again.
On board Adrian Fernandez, who was lucky to miss the stationary Vasser.
Yikes.
Able to keep it going, get across the gravel.
This is Jourdain, Vasser right side. Yeah, Vasser, but look, where does Manning gets hit separately on the just ahead of that, so there were two separate incidents. Vasser causing one, and then somebody got sideways and hit Manning, and that's what caused.
I think in a separate incident. Now on board with Boss, he had a simple straight off at turn one.
And
then a stall.
These clutches are like the
guys out of the race earlier. And while we were in commercial break, this was Rodolfo Lavin. A whole lot of silence from the engine. Apparently,
For any other situation, okay, another look at it. In front of these two cars, Fernandez and Tagliani.
Okay. There's why Oriole was finished.
Yeah. Second fastest, and Fernandez being third fastest. So people, Bourdais was in the 95s before he crashed. So the leader on board with Darren Manning here. That's Salo right ahead of him. There's Salo who loses it. Gone. Manning goes to the outside, then goes left. There goes Tracy. Is that legal of Tracy?
Manning taps Tracy from behind. On board with Tracy. They'll go up the side of Moreno.
So Tracy hits him. Now Moreno goes in with him. What's the contact?
Tracy's going to try to pin him against the slower traffic.
But that had nothing to do with Tag.
Now, but Tag has his foot buried and then comes back at him here. And then
position from the back of the grid. Boom! There's the big one on the right rear.
On the lap.
This is from Darren Manning's car in the midst of that nose to tail.
Paul backs up into him.
Does he think he's driving a Hummer?
Backs into him. What's this right rear? Look. Oh! That was quite a whack.